Inter.link was founded 2 years ago. I was building clouds back then based on OpenStack and SDN overlays and all that kind of automation of networks. And so the basic idea was to use those kind of technology into carrier and network industry.
So when Marc and I met again after 10 years roughly, I was busy in the network industry building global networks, scaling networks, and we had this idea of combining automation at scale and bringing the network industry what you know nowadays from the cloud and what you're used to as a consumer, but which isn't there yet in this industry. And also we wanted to build in sustainability, because that's something very personal for Marc and me, that we think that we have a responsibility, not just for the planet and the environment, but also for our customers, for our employees. And we wanted to build a company back then that takes this seriously and into account and into the foundation of the business. So the main challenges and requirements that we had were building a network sustainably at scale with the aim to have full end-to-end automation, so that the customer at the end of the day is able to consume the service just 24/7 on its own, using credit card and self-sign up globally. And that introduced a few things and different challenges into our roadmap, onto our journey, and how to select the right platform, how to select the right technology, how to have the data to make this sustainable, and also how to build this into a new corporation that we've just set up, which brings all these advantages but also challenges together into a product at the end that the customer really loves.
We were happy that Arista could deliver all those kind of features we asked for.
Arista was, among all these vendors that we looked at, the one where we had the most buy-in into the idea of building a new carrier or new service provider network. So there haven't been many networks in the past decades that have been built from scratch, where scale testing, feature testing, also feature commitment and development from Arista was so important to be tested now so that we have a smooth rollout later on. So I think the combination of merchant silicon on one side, but also software on the other, or software focus on the other, gave us a really, really good OpEx and CapEx improvement. So we have those boxes at a much cheaper OpEx component, also with a much lower carbon footprint, which is also important as well, giving us a real advantage in the market. One thing that really stood out here from the Arista side was that we had Arista Advanced Services integrated into our teams. There was constant communication and constant meetings and improvements and development going on during the whole time.
We ended up having a platform which were ready to, deliver with the first POP installed.
Having a converged PPE deployment at the end with just 3 rack units, which is a full 100 to 400 gig POP for us, that helped us really to bring up density and capacity, but also really decrease power usage and carbon footprint in any location that we have.
That helped us delivering on our B Corp certification, because what doesn't need to be used doesn't need to be compensated, and Arista and their team did a great job.
The first phase of our operation is now rolling out the 100 and 400 gig platform based on the Arista hardware that we received, with a strong focus on end-to-end automation for all customer services, and also still looking out for 800G, for example, looking into new software pieces, new features and new product ideas that we have right now.
And phase 2 is about rolling out NFV functions. So having security as a parameter within the network, globally distributed and computational realized, we have a certain set of features currently no other company offers.
And with Arista and Inter.link both being software-driven companies, the real sweet spot here is that we have this very deep integration of the Arista platform and our software on top, allowing all those services without falling back to legacy approaches or legacy appliances or legacy products.